Have you ever felt the sting of loneliness? Do you find yourself surrounded by people yet feeling utterly alone? Or perhaps the quiet of an empty room echoes too loudly in your heart? Loneliness is a silent companion for many of us, and it can be incredibly challenging to overcome. Imagine walking into a bustling room full of laughter and chatter, yet feeling like an invisible observer, unable to connect. Or think about the quiet moments at home when you yearn for someone to share your thoughts and dreams with, but find only the company of your own solitude. Have you ever wondered if there's a way to transform these feelings? Can loneliness be turned into an opportunity for growth and connection? Today, we're diving deep into these questions and exploring powerful solutions. Before we begin, picture this simple scenario. A single candle flickers in the darkness. Alone, it casts a dim light, but when joined by other candles, the room is bathed in a warm, comforting glow. This transformation is what we aim for with our journey today. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, where we unravel life's complexities with wisdom and compassion. If you find this content helpful, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's aim for 1,000 likes on this video to reach more people who might need this guidance. Your support makes a world of difference. Now, let's embark on this enlightening journey together. Loneliness isn't just about being alone. It's a feeling of disconnection. We'll explore how Buddhist teachings can help us bridge this gap, bringing more peace and connection into our lives. Buddhism offers profound insights into the nature of suffering and connection. It teaches that we are all interconnected, like threads in a vast tapestry. When we understand this, we can begin to feel less isolated and more part of the whole. One key principle in Buddhism is compassion for ourselves and for others. By cultivating compassion, we can start to dissolve the barriers that loneliness creates. This journey begins with a simple yet powerful practice: mindfulness. Mindfulness allows us to be present in the moment, noticing our thoughts and feelings without judgment. Through mindfulness, we can recognize our loneliness without becoming overwhelmed by it. This awareness is the first step toward transformation. Meditation is another powerful tool in Buddhism that helps combat loneliness. By sitting quietly and focusing on our breath, we can find a sense of inner peace and connection to the present moment. This practice helps us realize that we are never truly alone. As we delve deeper into Buddhist teachings, we'll learn about the concept of Metta, or loving kindness. This practice involves sending out feelings of love and kindness to ourselves and others, fostering a sense of connection and reducing feelings of isolation. We'll also explore the idea of impermanence, a fundamental Buddhist teaching. Everything in life is constantly changing, and this includes our feelings of loneliness. By embracing impermanence, we can learn to let go of our attachment to loneliness and open ourselves up to new experiences and connections. Another important aspect of overcoming loneliness is finding a community, or Sangha in Buddhist terms. Surrounding ourselves with supportive, like-minded individuals can provide a sense of belonging and reduce feelings of isolation. We'll discuss how to find and build such a community. Self-reflection is also crucial in this journey. By looking inward and understanding our own thoughts and behaviors, we can identify the root causes of our loneliness and take steps to address them. Buddhism encourages us to be honest with ourselves and to seek personal growth. We'll also talk about the difference between loneliness and solitude. While loneliness can feel painful, solitude can be a joyful and enriching experience. By learning to appreciate our own company, we can transform loneliness into a positive force in our lives. In the coming parts of this series, we'll provide practical steps and exercises to help you cultivate connection and belonging. From mindfulness practices to building a supportive community, we'll cover a range of strategies to help you overcome loneliness. Stay tuned for more insights and guidance. Remember, loneliness is a common human experience, but it doesn't have to define us. With the wisdom of Buddhism and some practical tools, we can find our way to a more connected and fulfilling life. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Wisdom Woven. Let's reach 1,000 likes and spread this valuable wisdom to those who need it. Together, we can create a world where no one feels truly alone. Lesson 1: Understanding loneliness, causes and effects. loneliness can feel like an endless, empty space inside us. It's not just about being physically alone. It's more about feeling disconnected from others, even when we're surrounded by people. Understanding what loneliness is and why it affects us so deeply is the first step toward overcoming it. Sometimes we feel lonely because we lack meaningful connections. You might have lots of friends or family, but if those relationships don't feel close or supportive, loneliness can still creep in. It's about the quality of our connections, not just the quantity. Another reason for loneliness is the gap between our expectations and reality. We might have an ideal picture of what our social life should look like, and when reality doesn't match up, it can leave us feeling empty and alone. Recognizing this gap is important in understanding why we might feel this way. Sometimes loneliness can stem from changes in our lives. Moving to a new place, ending a relationship, or experiencing loss can leave us feeling isolated. These changes disrupt our usual connections and make us feel alone in our new reality. It's also common to feel lonely when we struggle with self-esteem. If we don't feel good about ourselves, we might believe that others won't value us either. This belief can create a barrier between us and potential connections, deepening our sense of isolation. Loneliness can affect our mental and physical health. When we feel alone, it can lead to stress, anxiety, and even depression. Our bodies and minds are deeply connected, and loneliness can take a toll on both, making it important to address it. Buddhist teachings can offer insight into why we experience loneliness and how to manage it. Buddhism teaches that our sense of self and our attachments contribute to our feelings of isolation. By understanding and changing these attachments, we can reduce our loneliness. The Buddhist concept of dukkha refers to the suffering and dissatisfaction we experience in life. Loneliness is a form of dukkha, and understanding this concept helps us see that our feelings of isolation are a part of our broader human experience. In Buddhism, we learn that everything is interconnected. The idea that we are all part of a larger whole can help us feel less alone. When we understand this connection, it can ease our feelings of isolation and help us build more meaningful relationships. One way to address loneliness is by becoming more aware of our emotions and how they affect us. Buddhism encourages mindfulness, which means paying attention to our thoughts and feelings without judgment. This awareness can help us understand our loneliness better and find ways to cope with it. It's also important to recognize that loneliness can be temporary. Just as our emotions change, so can our sense of isolation. By understanding that loneliness is not a permanent state, we can begin to see it as something we can work through and overcome. Building strong relationships takes time and effort. In Buddhism, there's an emphasis on compassion and kindness. By practicing these qualities, we can nurture deeper connections with others and reduce our feelings of loneliness. Sometimes our loneliness is a sign that we need to change something in our lives. It might be an opportunity to seek new experiences, connect with different people, or develop new skills. Seeing loneliness as a catalyst for positive change can be empowering. Understanding the effects of loneliness is crucial. It's not just about how we feel, but also about how it impacts our overall well-being. By recognizing these effects, we can take steps to address them and improve our quality of life. In the next parts, we'll explore how Buddhist practices can help us deal with loneliness more effectively. From mindfulness to loving kindness, these practices offer valuable tools for overcoming isolation and building stronger connections. Stay with us as we delve deeper into these solutions. Remember, understanding loneliness is the first step toward overcoming it. By exploring these causes and effects, we're setting the stage for positive change in our lives. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Wisdom Woven. Let's work together to reach 1,000 likes and spread these insights to those who need them. Your support is crucial in helping us reach and help more people. Lesson 2: Buddhist Teachings on Connection and Compassion. In this part, we'll explore the beautiful and profound teachings of Buddhism on connection and compassion. These teachings offer us a roadmap to overcome loneliness and build deeper, more meaningful relationships with ourselves and others. Buddhism teaches that all beings are interconnected. Imagine a web where every thread is linked to another. When one thread moves, the entire web vibrates. This is how we are connected to each other. Understanding this connection can help us feel less alone and more supported. One of the key teachings in Buddhism is the concept of interbeing. This means that our existence is intertwined with the existence of others. We are not separate islands. We are part of a larger, vibrant community. Recognizing this can help us feel a sense of belonging. Compassion is at the heart of Buddhism. It means feeling a deep sense of care and concern for others. When we practice compassion, we open our hearts to the suffering of others and seek to alleviate it. This practice can bring us closer to others and reduce feelings of isolation. Buddha taught that by showing compassion to others, we also heal ourselves. When we reach out to help someone in need, we create a bond that enriches both our lives. This mutual support is a powerful antidote to loneliness. In Buddhism, there is a practice called Metta, or loving-kindness meditation. This practice involves sending feelings of love and goodwill to ourselves and others. It helps us cultivate a warm and open heart, which can break down the barriers of loneliness. During Metta meditation, we start by wishing ourselves happiness and peace. Then, we extend these wishes to our loved ones, friends, acquaintances, and even those we find difficult. This practice helps us realize that we are all deserving of love and connection. Another important teaching is the concept of karuna, which means compassion. Karuna encourages us to be empathetic and to feel the pain of others as if it were our own. By doing so, we build a bridge of understanding and connection. The Buddha's teachings also emphasize the importance of community, or Sangha. A Sangha is a group of people who support each other on their spiritual journey. Being part of a Sangha can provide a strong sense of belonging and reduce feelings of loneliness. In a Sangha, members practice mindfulness and compassion together. This shared practice creates a bond that goes beyond superficial interactions. It fosters deep and meaningful connections based on mutual respect and understanding. Buddhism also teaches the importance of mindful communication. When we speak and listen mindfully, we create a space for genuine connection. This means being fully present in our interactions and truly hearing what the other person is saying. Listening with empathy and speaking with kindness can transform our relationships. It allows us to connect on a deeper level and reduces misunderstandings that often lead to feelings of loneliness. Buddhist teachings encourage us to look beyond ourselves and see the needs of others. This outward focus helps us build connections and create a supportive community. By helping others, we also help ourselves. The practice of dana, or generosity, is another key aspect of Buddhism. By giving without expecting anything in return, we cultivate a sense of abundance and connection. This practice reminds us that we are all interconnected and that our actions impact others. Dana can take many forms, from giving material possessions to offering our time and attention. Each act of generosity strengthens the bonds of connection and helps alleviate loneliness. Buddhism teaches that we all have the potential for enlightenment, which is a state of complete understanding and compassion. By working towards this state, we naturally become more connected to others. The teachings also remind us to be patient with ourselves and others. Building deep connections takes time and effort. By being patient, we allow these relationships to grow and flourish naturally. Compassion also extends to ourselves. It's important to treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we offer to others. Self-compassion helps us feel more connected and less isolated. In conclusion, Buddhist teachings on connection and compassion offer us valuable insights and practical tools to overcome loneliness. By understanding our interconnectedness, practicing compassion, and building supportive communities, we can create a life filled with meaningful connections. Thank you for staying with us through this part. Stay tuned for the next part, where we'll delve deeper into mindfulness practices that can help alleviate loneliness. Together, we can build a more connected and compassionate world. Lesson 3: Practicing mindfulness to alleviate loneliness. Mindfulness is a powerful tool that can help us break free from the grip of loneliness. But what exactly is mindfulness? Simply put, it's the practice of being fully present in the moment, aware of our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. Imagine sitting quietly and focusing on your breath. You notice each inhale and exhale, feeling the air fill your lungs and then gently leave your body. This simple act of paying attention can bring a sense of calm and clarity to your mind. Mindfulness isn't just about sitting still, though. It's about bringing awareness to everything we do. Whether we're eating, walking, or talking to someone, we can practice mindfulness by fully engaging with the present moment. One of the key benefits of mindfulness is that it helps us recognize our feelings of loneliness without being overwhelmed by them. When we notice these feelings without judgment, we can start to understand them better and take steps to address them. For example, if you feel lonely while sitting at home, mindfulness can help you identify this emotion and explore its roots. Are you missing social interaction? Do you feel disconnected from those around you? By understanding the source of your loneliness, you can begin to find ways to overcome it. Mindfulness also teaches us to be kind to ourselves. Instead of criticizing ourselves for feeling lonely, we learn to treat ourselves with compassion. This self-compassion is crucial for healing and growth. Another important aspect of mindfulness is that it helps us appreciate the present moment. Often, loneliness stems from worrying about the past or the future. By focusing on the here and now, we can find peace and contentment in our current experience. One way to practice mindfulness is through meditation. By setting aside a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on our breath, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and connection. This practice doesn't require any special equipment or training, just a willingness to sit quietly and observe. In addition to meditation, we can practice mindfulness in our daily activities. For example, when eating a meal, we can pay attention to the flavors, textures, and smells of our food. This simple act of mindfulness can transform an ordinary experience into a moment of joy and connection. Walking is another opportunity for mindfulness. As we walk, we can notice the sensation of our feet touching the ground, the movement of our body, and the sights and sounds around us. This mindful walking can help us feel more grounded and connected to the world. When we talk to others, mindfulness can improve our interactions. By fully listening to what the other person is saying, without planning our response or getting distracted, we can create a deeper connection and understanding. Mindfulness can also help us in difficult situations. When we feel overwhelmed by loneliness, we can take a moment to pause, breathe, and observe our feelings. This simple act of mindfulness can bring a sense of calm and perspective. Incorporating mindfulness into our daily routine can be transformative. By regularly practicing mindfulness, we can develop a greater sense of peace, connection, and well-being. Over time, this practice can help us feel less lonely and more connected to ourselves and others. As we continue our journey to overcome loneliness, remember that mindfulness is a powerful ally. It teaches us to be present, compassionate, and appreciative of the moment. With mindfulness, we can transform our experience of loneliness and find a deeper sense of connection. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of mindfulness. Stay tuned for more insights and practical tips in the next part of our series. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. Together, we can find our way to a more connected and fulfilling life. Lesson 4: The Power of Meditation in Building Inner Peace. Meditation is like a magic key that opens the door to a calm and peaceful mind. It might seem simple, but it can make a huge difference in our lives, especially when we're feeling lonely. Think about a time when your mind was racing with thoughts and you felt overwhelmed. Meditation can help quiet those thoughts, giving you a break from the chaos. It's like finding a peaceful oasis in the middle of a busy city. When we meditate, we focus on our breath. This simple act of paying attention to our breathing can bring us back to the present moment. It helps us let go of worries about the past or the future. Meditation can also help us connect with ourselves. When we sit quietly and observe our thoughts and feelings, we learn more about who we are. This self-awareness is the first step toward inner peace. Imagine sitting in a quiet room, closing your eyes, and taking deep, slow breaths. With each breath, you feel more relaxed and centered. This is the power of meditation. Regular meditation practice can reduce stress and anxiety. It helps us stay calm in difficult situations and makes us more resilient. This can be especially helpful when we're dealing with loneliness. Meditation also teaches us to be more compassionate toward ourselves. When we sit quietly and notice our thoughts, we learn to accept them without judgment. This self-compassion can make us feel more at peace with ourselves. In Buddhism, meditation is a central practice. It's a way to cultivate mindfulness and develop a deeper understanding of our minds. By meditating regularly, we can transform our relationship with loneliness. When we meditate, we often start by focusing on our breath. We breathe in and out slowly, paying attention to each breath. This helps us stay present and centered. Another meditation technique is loving-kindness meditation. In this practice, we send out feelings of love and kindness to ourselves and others. This can help us feel more connected and less isolated. Meditation doesn't have to be complicated. Even a few minutes a day can make a big difference. The key is to be consistent and patient with ourselves. Sometimes our minds wander during meditation. This is normal. When it happens, we gently bring our focus back to our breath. This practice of returning to the present moment strengthens our ability to stay calm and centered. Meditation can be done anywhere, at home, in a park, or even on a busy street. All we need is a few moments of quiet and the intention to focus on our breath. Over time, meditation can help us develop a sense of inner peace that stays with us throughout the day. It becomes a part of who we are, helping us navigate life's challenges with grace and calm. Meditation can also improve our relationships with others. When we're more peaceful and centered, we're better able to connect with those around us. This can reduce feelings of loneliness and create a sense of belonging. In Buddhist tradition, meditation is seen as a way to awaken to our true nature. It's a path to enlightenment and a deeper understanding of the world around us. By meditating regularly, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace that helps us feel less lonely. We become more comfortable with ourselves and more open to connecting with others. Meditation is a gift we can give ourselves. It's a practice that brings us back to the present moment, helping us find peace and clarity in the midst of life's challenges. So, let's take a few moments each day to sit quietly, focus on our breath, and meditate. This simple practice can transform our relationship with loneliness and bring more peace into our lives. Stay tuned for more insights and practical steps in our journey to overcome loneliness. Together, we can find our way to a more connected and fulfilling life. Lesson 5. Developing loving kindness, Metta, for yourself and others. Welcome to part 6 of our journey to overcome loneliness through the wisdom of Buddhism. Today, we will delve into the practice of Metta, or loving kindness, a powerful tool that can help us build deeper connections with ourselves and others. Metta is a form of meditation focused on cultivating unconditional love and kindness. It starts with ourselves, extending outwards to those we know and even those we don't. Imagine a ripple in a pond, starting small and growing larger. This is how loving kindness spreads. To begin this practice, find a quiet place where you can sit comfortably. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Feel the rise and fall of your chest, bringing your attention to the present moment. This is the first step towards cultivating metta. Start by focusing on yourself. Say silently to yourself, "May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I live with ease." Repeat these phrases slowly, allowing the meaning to sink in. This is not about ego, but about recognizing your own worth and kindness. As you continue, imagine these feelings of love and kindness growing stronger. Picture them as a warm light surrounding you, filling you with peace and compassion. Allow yourself to bask in this light, letting it heal any feelings of loneliness or inadequacy. Next, think of someone you love dearly. Could be a family member, a friend, or a mentor. Visualize them in your mind's eye and send these feelings of loving kindness to them. Silently say, "May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease." Extend these feelings further to someone you feel neutral about, perhaps a neighbor or a colleague. Picture them clearly and repeat the phrases. Notice how your heart begins to open, creating a bridge of connection between you and them. Now, think of someone with whom you have difficulties. This can be challenging, but it's an important part of the practice. Visualize this person and silently offer them the same wishes. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. The practice of metta doesn't stop here. Try extending your loving kindness to all beings. Imagine your warmth and compassion enveloping the entire world. Say to yourself, "May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. May all beings be safe. May all beings live with ease." By practicing metta regularly, we cultivate a habit of kindness. This not only helps reduce feelings of loneliness, but also creates a more compassionate world. When we approach others with an open heart, we forge deeper, more meaningful connections. Loving kindness also transforms our relationship with ourselves. Often, we are our own harshest critics. Metta teaches us to treat ourselves with the same kindness we offer to others, fostering self-acceptance and inner peace. Through metta, we learn to break down the barriers that isolate us. Loneliness often stems from a feeling of separation. By nurturing loving kindness, we recognize our shared humanity and interconnectedness. Incorporating metta into your daily routine can have profound effects. Whether through formal meditation or simple moments of reflection, practicing loving kindness helps us stay connected to our true selves and those around us. Remember, this journey is not about perfection. It's about progress and practice. Each time we engage in metta, we strengthen our ability to love and connect. Over time, this practice becomes a natural part of who we are. As you continue to cultivate metta, you may notice changes in your interactions with others. You might find yourself more patient, understanding, and empathetic. These shifts can significantly reduce feelings of loneliness and foster a sense of belonging. Thank you for being part of this transformative journey with Wisdom Woven. Stay tuned for more insights in the upcoming parts of our series. Together, we are weaving a tapestry of connection and compassion. Remember, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us spread this valuable wisdom to more people, reaching our goal of 1,000 likes. Let's continue to practice loving kindness and transform our world, one kind thought at a time. Lesson 6: Embracing Impermanence. Letting go of attachment. Have you ever clung to something so tightly that it started to hurt? Maybe it's a relationship, a job, or even a certain way of thinking. This attachment can sometimes make loneliness feel even stronger. In Buddhism, there's a simple yet powerful idea called impermanence. It teaches us that everything in life is always changing. By understanding this, we can learn to let go of what makes us feel stuck and open ourselves up to new possibilities. Think of a leaf floating on a stream. It moves with the water, changing its direction as it flows. If the leaf tries to hold on to one spot, it risks being stuck or getting damaged. But by letting go and flowing with the current, it can travel far and experience new things. This is what embracing impermanence can feel like. Sometimes we hold on to past hurts or regrets, thinking they define us. This attachment to the past can deepen our feelings of loneliness. But when we understand that these feelings are temporary, we can start to release them and make space for new, positive experiences. In Buddhism, there's a saying that nothing is permanent but change. This means that our current feelings of loneliness are just a part of our journey, not the whole story. By accepting that things are always shifting, we can start to let go of our need to control and hold on to them. This doesn't mean we forget about our past or ignore our feelings. It means we recognize that we can't hold onto every moment forever. Instead of resisting change, we can learn to flow with it, finding peace in the constant ebb and flow of life. Let's say you're feeling lonely because of a past relationship. Clinging to memories or wishing things were different can keep you stuck in a cycle of sadness. But by embracing impermanence, you can start to accept that the relationship has ended and make room for new, fulfilling connections. When we accept impermanence, we also begin to understand that our current struggles are temporary. Loneliness might feel overwhelming right now, but this too shall pass. Knowing that things will change can provide comfort and hope. One way to practice embracing impermanence is through mindfulness. When you notice yourself holding on to negative thoughts or feelings, take a moment to breathe deeply and remind yourself that these are just passing clouds in the sky of your mind. They don't define you. Meditation can also help with this practice. By sitting quietly and observing your thoughts, you can become more aware of how they come and go. This awareness helps you realize that you don't have to cling to any one thought or feeling. Another helpful approach is to focus on the present moment. When you're fully engaged in what's happening right now, it's easier to let go of worries about the past or future. This shift in focus can reduce feelings of loneliness and increase your sense of connection to the world around you. Remember, embracing impermanence doesn't mean you have to give up on your goals or dreams. It simply means being open to the possibility that things may not always go as planned, and that's okay. Life's unpredictability can lead to beautiful and unexpected experiences. As you continue on this journey, practice letting go of your need for things to stay the same. By doing so, you'll find that you're more adaptable and resilient, able to handle the ups and downs of life with greater ease. In the next part of our series, we'll explore how finding a supportive community can help you overcome loneliness. But for now, take some time to reflect on how embracing impermanence can change your perspective and bring you peace. Thank you for joining us in this exploration. If you're finding these insights helpful, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Wisdom Woven. Let's reach our goal of 1,000 likes together and share these transformative ideas with others who may benefit. Your support is a key part of this journey. Lesson 7: Finding Community, Sangha and Support Networks. Have you ever felt that connecting with others might help you feel less alone? Imagine having a group of people who genuinely care about you, share similar values, and support you through tough times. This is the essence of finding a community, or Sangha, in Buddhism. A Sangha is more than just a social group. It's a community of people who come together with a common purpose of growth and support. Picture this. You're surrounded by friends and mentors who encourage you, listen to you, and help you grow. This supportive environment can significantly reduce feelings of loneliness. Finding a community might sound challenging, but it starts with simple steps. Think about your interests and values. What activities or causes are important to you? Start by exploring groups or organizations related to these interests. Whether it's a local club, a volunteer organization, or an online forum, finding people who share your passions can be incredibly fulfilling. Joining a community isn't just about making friends. It's also about creating meaningful connections. When you're part of a group that shares your goals, you build deeper relationships. These connections can provide a sense of belonging and lessen the feeling of isolation. Buddhist teachings emphasize the importance of Sangha, or spiritual community. In Buddhism, Sangha refers to a group of people who support each other in their spiritual practice. This concept can be applied to any community where people come together with mutual respect and shared goals. A supportive community can help you navigate loneliness by offering companionship and understanding. When you're struggling, having people to turn to can make all the difference. They can offer advice, lend a listening ear, and provide comfort when you need it most. Consider reaching out to local Buddhist centers or meditation groups. These communities often welcome newcomers and offer a space for learning and connection. Attending classes, workshops, or group meditations can help you build new relationships and feel part of something bigger. Online communities can also be a valuable resource. There are numerous forums, social media groups, and virtual meetups focused on various interests and support topics. Engaging with these groups can help you connect with like-minded individuals from around the world. Building a community takes time and effort, but the rewards are worth it. Start by being open and approachable. Join discussions, participate in activities, and show genuine interest in others. As you become more involved, you'll likely find yourself forming meaningful bonds. Remember, finding the right community might take some trial and error. It's important to be patient and persistent. Not every group will be the perfect fit, but each experience helps you learn more about what you're looking for in a community. Buddhist teachings remind us that we are not alone on our path. By seeking out a community of supportive individuals, we align ourselves with the principle of interconnectedness. This helps us realize that we are all part of a larger whole, reducing feelings of isolation. In addition to finding a community, consider contributing to it. Being an active participant and offering support to others can enhance your sense of belonging. Your involvement can make a positive impact on both yourself and the people around you. As you explore different communities, keep an open heart and mind. Be willing to engage with diverse perspectives and experiences. Embracing this diversity can enrich your own journey and foster a deeper sense of connection. Finding a community isn't just about alleviating loneliness. It's about creating a network of support that enhances your overall well-being. The bonds you form can provide comfort, joy, and a sense of purpose. In the next part of our series, we'll delve into how self-reflection and personal growth play a role in overcoming loneliness. Stay tuned as we continue to explore practical strategies and insights. Thank you for being part of this journey. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Wisdom Woven. Your support helps us reach more people and spread valuable wisdom. Let's aim for 1,000 likes on this video to make a meaningful impact together. Lesson 8: The role of self-reflection and personal growth. Imagine looking into a mirror and seeing more than just your reflection. Instead, you see the inner you, your thoughts, feelings, and patterns that shape who you are. Self-reflection is like this mirror. It helps us understand ourselves better and see why we might feel lonely. When we reflect on our lives, we start to notice patterns and habits that contribute to our loneliness. Maybe we push people away or struggle to open up. Recognizing these patterns is the first step in changing them. It's like finding the key to a locked door. Once we see it, we can open it and step into a brighter, more connected space. Self-reflection also helps us understand our needs and desires. What are we really looking for in our relationships and interactions? By asking ourselves these questions, we can start to make choices that align more closely with our true selves. This clarity can lead to deeper, more meaningful connections with others. Buddhism teaches us that understanding our own mind and behaviors is crucial for personal growth. It's like gardening. If we want to grow beautiful flowers, we need to first understand the soil and conditions. Similarly, to grow in our relationships and overcome loneliness, we need to understand our inner landscape. One powerful tool for self-reflection is journaling. Writing down our thoughts and feelings can help us process them and gain insights. It's like having a conversation with ourselves, where we can explore our emotions and find new perspectives. Another aspect of self-reflection is being honest with ourselves about our loneliness. Are we waiting for others to change, or are we willing to make changes ourselves? This honesty can be a breakthrough in overcoming loneliness, as it empowers us to take control of our own happiness. Personal growth also involves setting goals and working towards them. What small steps can we take each day to build connections and improve our well-being? Setting and achieving these goals can boost our confidence and help us feel more connected to ourselves and others. In Buddhism, there's a concept called right effort, which involves making continuous, mindful efforts toward personal development. This means taking consistent, positive actions to improve ourselves and our lives. It's about making small, meaningful changes that add up over time. Self-reflection can also help us address past hurts and fears that may be contributing to our loneliness. By facing these issues and working through them, we can heal and move forward with a greater sense of peace and connection. Personal growth is not just about fixing what's broken, but also about celebrating our strengths and successes. Recognizing and appreciating our achievements can boost our self-esteem and encourage us to keep growing and connecting with others. As we delve into self-reflection, it's important to practice self-compassion. Be gentle with yourself as you uncover and address your inner struggles. Just as we would support a friend, we should support ourselves with kindness and understanding. Building on our self-reflection, we can start to make more intentional choices in our lives. Whether it's reaching out to old friends, joining new groups, or simply being more present with those around us. These actions can help us build stronger connections and reduce feelings of loneliness. Remember, self-reflection is an ongoing process. It's not a one-time activity, but a continuous journey of understanding and growth. By making self-reflection a regular part of our lives, we can keep evolving and finding new ways to connect with ourselves and others. Stay engaged with this journey, as each step you take in self-reflection and personal growth brings you closer to overcoming loneliness. Embrace this process with an open heart and mind, and you'll discover new paths to connection and fulfillment. Thank you for joining us in this part of the journey. If you find these insights helpful, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Wisdom Woven. Let's continue this exploration together and strive for a life filled with deeper connections and personal growth. Lesson 9: Transforming Loneliness into Solitude. The joy of being alone. Have you ever thought about the difference between loneliness and solitude? Loneliness feels like a heavy weight dragging you down, while solitude can be a peaceful, fulfilling experience. Today, we're exploring how to transform loneliness into a positive, joyful state of being alone. Imagine you're on a quiet beach, with no one around but the gentle sound of waves. This moment of solitude isn't lonely. It's serene and refreshing. Solitude like this can be incredibly enriching and helps us reconnect with ourselves. Loneliness often feels like a void, a gap that needs filling. But solitude is about embracing that space and finding comfort in our own company. It's a chance to discover who we are and what we truly enjoy without external distractions. Think of solitude as a personal retreat. Just as a vacation helps us recharge, solitude provides a space for self-reflection and renewal. When we embrace solitude, we can use it to nurture our own well-being and creativity. One way to start enjoying solitude is by setting aside regular time for yourself. It could be as simple as reading a book, taking a walk in nature, or practicing a hobby you love. These moments allow you to reconnect with yourself and find joy in your own company. Buddhism teaches us that solitude can be a path to enlightenment. By spending time alone, we can better understand our thoughts and feelings, which helps us grow and find inner peace. Solitude becomes a tool for self-discovery and personal growth. During these solitary moments, try practicing mindfulness. Focus on the present moment, observe your thoughts without judgment, and appreciate the peace around you. Mindfulness in solitude helps you feel more connected to yourself and less isolated. Another powerful practice is gratitude. When you're alone, take time to reflect on the things you're grateful for. This simple practice can shift your focus from loneliness to appreciation and help you find joy in the present moment. Remember, solitude doesn't mean you're disconnected from others. It's an opportunity to recharge and strengthen your sense of self. When you're comfortable being alone, you'll find it easier to connect with others in a more meaningful way. Create a personal sanctuary where you can retreat whenever you need to. This could be a cozy corner in your home, a garden, or any place that feels calming and inspiring. Having a special space for solitude can make the experience even more enjoyable. Embrace the creativity that comes with solitude. Many artists, writers, and thinkers find inspiration in their alone time. Use this opportunity to explore new ideas, pursue your passions, and express yourself freely. Solitude also provides a chance to reflect on your goals and dreams. When you're alone, you can think deeply about what you want to achieve and make plans to reach those goals. It's a time to align your actions with your values and aspirations. Connecting with nature during solitary moments can be incredibly healing. Nature offers a sense of tranquility and perspective that helps us feel more grounded and less alone. Spend time outdoors to rejuvenate your spirit and find solace in the natural world. As you begin to appreciate solitude, you might find that your overall sense of well-being improves. The joy of being alone can lead to greater self-confidence and a more positive outlook on life. Solitude helps us become more resilient and content. Incorporate practices from Buddhism, such as meditation, into your solitary time. Meditation helps clear your mind, reduce stress, and deepen your connection with yourself. It's a valuable tool for making the most of your alone time. Don't be afraid to explore different ways to enjoy solitude. Whether it's journaling, listening to music, or simply sitting quietly, find what resonates with you. The goal is to create a meaningful and fulfilling experience during your alone time. Stay curious and open during your solitary moments. Use this time to explore new interests, learn new skills, and grow as a person. Embracing solitude can lead to unexpected discoveries and a richer, more satisfying life. Remember, the key to transforming loneliness into joy is to approach solitude with a positive mindset. Instead of seeing it as a punishment, view it as a precious opportunity for self-care and growth. Solitude can be a source of strength and happiness. As we conclude this part, think about how you can incorporate more moments of solitude into your life. Embrace the peace and self-discovery that come with being alone, and let it enhance your overall well-being. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you found this information helpful, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Wisdom Woven. Let's continue exploring ways to enrich our lives together. Conclusion: embracing a life of connection and fulfillment. As we wrap up our journey, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've explored together. Loneliness, while a challenging experience, is something we can transform with the right tools and mindset. We've discovered that by understanding Buddhist principles and practicing mindfulness, meditation, and compassion, we can overcome feelings of isolation. Remember, the key is not to view loneliness as a permanent state but as a passing experience. Just like clouds drifting across the sky, loneliness can shift and change. With patience and the right practices, we can find ourselves moving towards a brighter, more connected state of being. Think of the progress you've made so far. By embracing mindfulness, you've learned to be present with your feelings without letting them overwhelm you. Through meditation, you've discovered a sense of peace and connection that exists within you, regardless of external circumstances. The practice of loving kindness, or Metta, has shown us how sending love to ourselves and others can bridge gaps and foster a sense of belonging. This simple act of kindness can create ripples of connection that reach far beyond our immediate circle. Understanding impermanence has allowed us to let go of our attachment to loneliness. By recognizing that all feelings are temporary, we've opened ourselves up to new experiences and possibilities. This shift in perspective is a powerful tool in our journey towards connection. Finding and building a supportive community or Sangha has been another crucial aspect of overcoming loneliness. Surrounding ourselves with people who understand and support us can make a significant difference. It reminds us that we are never truly alone. Self-reflection has played a key role in our journey. By looking inward, we've gained insights into the root causes of our loneliness and learned to address them with compassion and understanding. This self-awareness is essential for personal growth and fulfillment. We've also explored the joy of solitude, which can be a positive and enriching experience when embraced. Learning to enjoy our own company helps us build a more resilient and balanced sense of self, making loneliness less daunting. As you move forward, remember the practical steps we've discussed. From mindfulness practices to building connections, these tools are here to support you. Implementing them in your daily life can help you create lasting change and foster deeper connections. Thank you for joining us on this journey through loneliness and connection. Your engagement and support have been invaluable. If you found this series helpful, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to Wisdom Woven. Your feedback and encouragement help us continue to create content that matters. Let's aim for 1,000 likes on this video to spread this wisdom further and reach others who may need it. Together, we can make a difference and help others find their path to connection and fulfillment. As we conclude, take a moment to appreciate the progress you've made. Each step towards understanding and connection is a step towards a more fulfilling life. Embrace the journey with an open heart and mind, knowing that you have the tools and support to overcome loneliness. Remember, you are not alone in this journey. With the wisdom of Buddhism and the practices we've explored, you have the power to transform loneliness into a source of growth and connection. Keep moving forward with hope and confidence. Thank you for being part of Wisdom Woven. We're grateful for your presence and support. Stay connected with us for more insights and guidance on living a meaningful and fulfilling life. Together, let's continue to weave the fabric of wisdom and connection.